Hi everyone, this is Amanda Elo'esh with thegoddessemerging.com, and I am posting these different videos as a gift, and just wanted to share with you a little bit about why I'm posting these. I have found some really helpful ways of moving through challenges, moving through physical challenges, emotional challenges, and other ways in which we experience stress in our lives. And I've found an immense amount of joy and a lot of magic that's opened up as a result. And it's my greatest joy in helping other people to access the same magic that I get to experience in my life. So I'm making these little videos to share with you the different thoughts and techniques and tips and tricks that I use to live an unconditionally joyful life. This is the first time I'm recording from YouTube live, and so I'm just kind of checking the little monitors here. So my website is thegoddessemerging.com, and you're welcome to check out more about me. There is access to my blog on that site. If you sign up, then you'll get my newsletters, and you'll have access to all that I write about and recorded teleclasses. A lot of them are free, and you can find out how to work with me one-on-one if you're interested in that. Um, let's see. So today I just wanted to share with you a little bit about connecting with your womb. So this is most of the work I do is focused on working with women. Men are absolutely, curious men are absolutely welcome to look and see what's happening and to follow along as best you can, because we pretty much, we have a lot of the same concerns, and you're welcome to take part. And just know that my deep love and commitment is to supporting women. And I love men too, and I think you're great. And I'm just, connecting with my sisters. So, um, Mother's Day is just around the corner, and I've been thinking about how much I love my mom and thinking about motherhood in general. And there's so much that can be explored and gained from working with the wisdom of the womb. So I wanted to kind of introduce that to you today. And I'm not exactly sure how much time I have on this video. Anyway, I'm going to keep going until I get cut off. This is part one of womb wisdom. And if we don't get done in this little segment that YouTube's giving me, then look for part two. So a little bit of information about womb wisdom. This might be a brand new concept for you. Might seem a little odd, but I'll fill you in on the perspective that I'm coming from. One is that in Chinese medicine, they believe that we have three brains. There's this brain, there's the heart, which is considered a brain, and then the belly is considered a brain. And I believe that the womb, in addition to the belly, or as a part of the belly, is an incredible wisdom center. It is deeply tied in with the emotions and intuition. It is connected quite literally with the phases of the moon. And so when I menstruate, I call that a moon cycle to remind me of that, to keep me mindful of that. Our wombs, well, they're the center of creation. This is where all human life comes from. Every single human life came from a womb. And we don't tend to treat it as this sacred thing anymore, but I really believe that it is. And it's this incredible miracle producing place in our bodies. And we don't, I think we are not using it or connecting with it in a way that serves the highest good. And I really want to support us all in creating a relationship with our wombs. And for you curious men, You have a navel. We all have belly buttons. And your navel is where you connected with your mom's womb. And so you have a connection right there in your own body. So when I'm talking about these practices, you can connect too. You can put your hands on your lower belly and especially connect with your navel and feel into that. So, a little bit more about womb wisdom. I mean, our ancestors used to honor moon cycles, and women who were mooning would go into called a moon lodge or a red tent, and they would dream and they would vision, and we were more open to what's happening, the subtleties, the energies that are around us that normal waking day human beings are frequently totally dull to. When women are in their moon time, they are much more sensitive to those realms that we're frequently blind to. And so the moon time was a time to connect, to vision, to get information. And many tribes would really highly regard the dreams and the visions that came to the women in their tribes who were mooning. And and today there's a lot of joking around being bitchy and PMS, and a lot of women don't like their moon cycles, and there are pills to get rid of your moon cycle. And yet, it is such a powerful source that I really want to encourage as many women as possible to tap into. Because what's going on, the reason that we get bitchy, those PMS symptoms, that is an opening of the body. The body is shedding a whole month's worth of emotional process, stresses, everything that we're letting go of on an emotional, energetic level, and much also on a physical level gets shed through that lining in the uterus, much like a snake that sheds its skin. And so we become vulnerable, we feel vulnerable emotionally, just like a snake becomes very vulnerable. Um, we are much more emotional because we are so much more open to the emotions and the energies that are all around us. So, having an awareness of this and choosing to honor it rather than judging it as something negative or making jokes about it is would be really, really helpful. If you have friends, family, lovers, partners, sisters who can support you in honoring this, and you can maybe share this information with them, start honoring it together and supporting each other in enjoying your moon time. What an incredible benefit you will get out of it. And we're kind of getting towards 10 minutes. I don't know, I'm so new to YouTube. I don't know if we have more time. I'm going to keep talking till I run out of time. And again, look for part 2 of Womb Wisdom in the Goddess Emerging. So, I will tell you, I used to hate my moon cycle. I started having a moon cycle when I was just late ninth year of my life. I wasn't even quite 10 years old. And I pretty much thought it was the end of the world. I hated it. It hurt. I was a tomboy and I had to slow down and I bled a lot and I was embarrassed and I hid it from everybody that I possibly could. And I sent so much hatred to that part of my body. By the time I was in my early mid 20s, I had horrific menstrual cramps. They were so bad that I was prescribed Vicodin, and frequently Vicodin just didn't even do it. I had like psychedelic journeys. The pain was so bad. And I was blessed with having a little bit of guidance and suggestion to start meditating and making a conscious connection with my body, with my uterus, with my womb, and with my reproductive system. And so I did that. I did that 2 times in one moon cycle. Did conscious work of apologizing for all the hatred that I had sent to my body. I sent a lot of love. Interestingly enough, I got really bad cramps when I did this work, even though I wasn't mooning. And I had to just stay really present and focused. And I had to let go of the judgment and labels of this is bad, this is wrong, this is pain, even. I let go of all of my judgments about what was going on in my body and just chose to be 100% present and open and loving with what was happening. And by the time my next moon cycle came, which was a month later, I had no more pain. I had a little tiny bit of pain, but not even bad enough to want to take like an ibuprofen. And that was over 10 years ago, and well over 10 years ago. And I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've taken any kind of like ibuprofen to alleviate my cramps. They've been really mild. I enjoy my moon cycle. I try to be more restful. I do a lot of journaling. I do a lot of meditation. I spend a lot of time alone, and I enjoy that time to myself. And if you choose to want to go deep into your moon time, there are these ways of communicating, putting a red scarf or some kind of red mark on your door to your space so that people know that it's your moon time. And if they want to honor that, then they can enter. Otherwise, to just let you be in your process. That is a very easy way of honoring the red tent experience or the Moon Lodge experience. Another way is to simply let people know in your household or friends who you know can support you in this way, and ask them to support you, make food for you, help make your life easier. Okay, I think I'm getting possibly to the end of my record time, and this feels like a good time to stop because part two is going to be, I feel like I've given enough information about why you would want to connect with your womb. Part two is going to be an actual meditation and showing you how to do that. So um, catch me in part two of the Goddess Emerging Womb Wisdom. Again, my name is Amanda Elo'esh, and I'll see you in just a minute.